Randomness, what does it really mean? Think about it. Each person who gives you a lift will change your entire trip. Every ride opens up new possibilities, new stories and new people you will never imagine meeting. Is it all part of a grand plan or is it pure chance? I hitchhiked the entire length of New Zealand and here's the story.
Where'd all the time go? It's starting to fly.
When you hitchhike, I realized that most of the time you share more than a ride with the people. You go on a hike, camp, or eat with them, or even spend the night with them. You realize as well that people with a small car, an old car, will take you way more than a fancy big car. Locals will tell you a lot of things about the country that you didn't know as well. When you meet people on the road, you have a common interest, so it makes the conversation way more interesting and meaningful. Usually we will talk about travels and where you're from and the basic questions, but sometimes it goes way deeper than that. I never did a hitchhiking trip like this, but it's really easy and safe. Think about it, the people driving on the road are the same people that you'll meet in the supermarket. Sometimes I start thinking about the random, and is it really random or is it something that was meant to happen? I didn't even start hitchhiking, and someone asked me, "Are you hitchhiking?" And I said yes. This guy took me and brought me exactly where I wanted to. I ended up spending the night in his house with all his friends, and then he gave me a day trip with all his friends as well the next day. A lot of people have dreams, but they don't do anything for it. If life is a dream, then every experience is meaningful, every moment is precious. And what if when we wake up from this dream we realize that it was all about learning and growing, that the challenges we faced and the fears we went by and the love we felt were all part of the greater journey. So ask yourself, if life is a dream, what would you do differently? Don't close yourself to any plans, just do it. That's what you need, do it. I learned a lot and I felt a lot of different things. Sometimes I think that the only reason why I'm traveling is to chase feelings. How would you live if you knew it was all beautiful and just an illusion? You don't realize how much the small things in your day will change your entire life. It's like going in this lake. If you go one day it'll be really cold, but if you go every day, the coldest lake on earth will be fine. Because you've been used to it and because you've been doing that every day. It's like your dreams, if you have any goals, you should do it every day. You grow a lot doing that. You're on your own and the only way to meet people is to talk to people. I don't think there's any risks, even though you can meet some strange people, but 98% of the time it's only good people. The people who take you are the best people and always nice. That's the people you want to meet. The fact that the guy who picked you up the last day will change the way that the guy will pick you up the next day. It's like a big domino effect, and it's like a game where you play, and then finally you end up on that. And I'm wondering if anything is planned or anything is random. I don't know if random is really random, but I don't know if everything is meant to be or not, but I think that's the beauty of hitchhiking. You need to be really brave. You need to accept being rejected. What do I think of people who don't take me? I think it's good, because I don't need to meet them anyway. I think that's the reason why you should try hitchhiking as well. It might be hard, but then when you look back on it, you're really happy you did it. I think travel is like you go in a new country, you don't have any clue of what's going on, and you need to figure the shit out. I think this is why the travels are good, because you don't know nothing about the country. I just landed in Auckland and I had no clue, and I started hitchhiking for no reason. So take that risk and go for it, because whether life is a dream or reality, it's the only one we have right now. You don't have a second chance. Why would you waste it? Go for it. People will become life friends while you never met them before and you never knew them before. I had one of the best memories with the best people I've met, and if you see a landscape but you can't share it with anyone, the landscape is not that good. If you're with a group of friends, it's always more fun because you can talk, have a laugh, and have all those things that you can't have when you're alone, because you just enjoy the landscape, but by yourself it's not that fun. I think the landscapes are just a bonus to the people you're with. I think it's hard sometimes to say goodbye, but I think that's the way, and that's how it's supposed to be. If I did this trip alone, it would have been really different and very boring. I was in Scotland with my friends, but they all play music and I didn't have really that many friends who played music. And we ended up playing music all day, every day. So during those 4 days I was just creating like never before. And these 4 days changed my whole life. And it's probably because of this guy that I'm making this video right now. That's why you need to meet people. That's why you need to talk a lot, because talking is the way, I think, to express myself and just to create more stuff and to think and to open my mind and talk to people and be open. That's the key of life. Sometimes you'll watch a movie or you'll see something on internet and it'll change your whole mind and your whole way of thinking. Something really important as well is you want to be near the people you want to be with. The feeling of knowing someone, living with them for a bit, and then say goodbye is really hard. Some people will enter in your life and you will start missing them, even though you didn't know them 1 week before that. Imagine two stars crossing paths in the sky. Their light touching for a moment before moving apart. Their meeting is short, but it leaves a lasting glow. When you meet someone special, it feels like time stands still. You share stories, laugh and explore together. But soon, you know the time to say goodbye will come. Goodbyes can be hard. You might promise to stay in touch, but deep down, you know your path might not cross again. It reminds you how short life can be, and how some connection, even if brief, are meaningful. As you go away, you feel both sad and grateful. Sad because the moment is over, but grateful because it happened. This teaches you to treasure every moment and live in the present.
It took me 4 days to hitchhike from Saginaw. I've come to look for a man.
Life is full of goodbye and hellos. Every person you meet leaves a mark on your heart. Even though goodbyes are tough, they help you appreciate the time you have and make the most of it. So next time you meet someone special, remember to enjoy every moment. Live fully, love deeply, and be thankful for the connection you make. These moments are what make life truly special. You don't want to be with people who will bring you down, or the people who you don't want to be with, or the people you don't like. There's no point. There's so many people on earth, you can find anyone. If you want to be with those people, you gotta be with them and you gotta find them.
She read her magazine and the moon rose over an open field.
Hitchhiking is easy. It's cheap, it's pretty safe, especially in New Zealand, so I recommend it. I love the fact that it's pure random, and it makes it so interesting in a certain way, because if the guy didn't pick you up before, you wouldn't meet the next guy, and it's like a big domino effect where it shapes your whole trip, and it's mind-blowing when you think of it. The first leg was cold, the second was alright, and the third felt good. If you have any goals in life, it's the same as going in the lake. When you start, it's hard. But the more you train and the more you work on what you want to do, the easiest it will be. And you will become used to it at a point where it will be natural to do it every day. Is life just a dream? Is it all real? Imagine everything you know, your friends, your family, your memories. What if they were just part of a dream? And what if all of that was just a dream that you have? It's a strange thought, but it makes you look at life in a new way. If life is a dream, it means everything is possible. There's no limits to what you can do. It's a reminder to live your life, to take the risks, and to make the most of every moment. Because in a dream you are free to do anything, and everything is possible. There's no limits. Think about it, if life is a dream, why would you spending it doing things that don't make you happy? Why stick to routines and rules that hold you back? Instead, use this dream to explore, create or find joy, happiness. Everything you want in life is possible if it's a dream. What if all the people you meet are just characters in your dream? Each one teaching you something new. Every stranger is a new opportunity, every conversation a new lesson. When I was a kid, 100 kilometers felt like a great distance. It was a journey that seems far out. Back then, the world felt so big, and any places beyond my town seemed like another world. Now, here I am in New Zealand, thousands of kilometers away from my home. As a kid, distances seems vast, but as we grow, we learn that these boundaries are meant to be broken. Standing here in New Zealand, I understand that the only limits we have are the ones that we set for ourselves. It's full of adventures waiting to be done and stories waiting to be told. Remember that what once seemed impossible is now reachable. One last thing. What stories will you tell your grandkids if you didn't pursue what you really wanted to do?